Today, Dev Diary 285, Observation and Awareness has released, and I will be summarizing it, as well as some additional information that the Paradox staff released after the Dev Diaries. Just like the name of the Dev Diary implies, the information released was widely about the new awareness system and how observing pre-FTL civilizations will work. First Contact is a story pack, so it should be no surprise that this will introduce a long list of new events that you will be able to access by setting up observation posts with pre-FTL civilizations. Your ethics will affect what events you will have available, and studying pre-FTL civilizations will also introduce some interesting rewards, such as new tech insights. The events you will have access to will also be determined by what stage of development the pre-FTL civilization is in, and most events will be limited to specific development stages. However, there are some events that can trigger at any age. An example of a new event is the train heist, which will be available only with pre-FTL civilizations that are in the steam, industrial, or machine age. And just as a reminder, there are 10 technological stages in Stellaris: stone, bronze, iron, medieval, Renaissance, steam, industrial, machine, atomic, and early space age. Paradox will also be introducing a new mechanic called awareness. Awareness will range from 0 to 100, and there will be 5 stages. At 0 awareness, a pre-FTL civilization will be in the completely unaware stage. At 1 to 30, they will be in the low awareness stage. At 31 to 60, they will be in the partially aware stage. At 61 to 99, they will be in the high awareness stage. And finally, at 100, they will be fully aware. The awareness of a civilization will affect how you can interact with them, and actions within their system can affect their awareness. The age of the civilization will also impact how easily they can raise their awareness. For example, while a civilization at the Renaissance stage of development will have astronomers that will be able to observe any uncloaked observation posts, they will be very unlikely to make the connection that it was constructed by aliens. However, in early space age civilization, think current day humanity, they will have radios and other sensors that will be able to detect your colonies and other infrastructure in their own system. Now, to engage with a pre-FTL civilization through either espionage or diplomacy, you will need an observation post built over their planet. And this brings me to how espionage will work with pre-FTL civilizations. Espionage will function off the same system that was introduced in the Nemesis DLC. However, there will be unique operations available, and awareness will most likely affect the difficulty of these operations, and outright prevent certain operations if the awareness level is too high. Once the pre-FTL civilization is fully aware, however, your observation post will change to a diplomatic embassy. Once this embassy has been established, you will be able to form commercial pacts with the pre-FTL civilization. You can even go as far as to host branch offices on their planet if they are in the early space age or atomic age and you are a megacorp. But they have to be within your borders to do this. As always, the galactic community feels the urge to get involved in absolutely every aspect of your empire's management, and as a result, there will be new resolutions added to the galactic community. The example given in the Dev Diary is the Equal Standing Act, which bans all non-interference and aggressive interference policies, and it increases the effectiveness of providing technology, as well as adding an additional 100 loyalty when that pre-FTL civilization becomes spacefaring, through the provided technology agreement that is, as well as making commercial agreements more effective. Now, while this is everything that was added in the Dev Diaries, some additional information was given by the staff after the release. The infiltration government operation will be replacing the covert infiltration currently in the game, and just like currently with the covert infiltration, if you succeed in this operation, you will annex the pre-FTL civilization into your empire. Interestingly enough, Paradox staff has confirmed they are introducing pre-FTL hive minds, and hive minds will have an equivalent operation to the infiltration government operation called Infiltrate Hive Operation. A small but convenient change that has been added is new emblems for each technological age. This will allow you to more easily and quickly tell what stage of development a pre-FTL civilization is in. This can be seen in the dev diaries, but was not explained until the additional comments were made by the Paradox staff. They've also gotten rid of the old primitive icon and have added a new one. Some clarification on the shared technology agreement was given, and it was clarified that when this is completed, the civilization will become your subject and they will start with the Enlightened origin. This origin will give a passive monthly loyalty boost and will allow the Overlord to make them into a specialist subject even if they would usually be restricted to Protectorate. You will also be able to manipulate the awareness level of pre-FTL civilizations, and this can be done through the spread disinformation operation to lower their awareness. There will also be chances for them to lose awareness every month, and this will most likely depend on their technological age. This makes sense. A early space age civilization is very unlikely to just forget about any evidence they've seen for alien life, while a Bronze Age civilization can barely keep records of the past 20 years of what's happened to their civilization. They also clarified that the pre-FTL resolutions in the galactic community will be mutually exclusive, and this will mean you'll have to repeal one resolution to introduce another. Something I find very important to the quality of life in Stellaris has been the change they will be introducing when it comes to pre-FTLs achieving spaceflight. Now, currently in the game, they're just going to take your system. After this update, the civilization will, quote, ask nicely for their system, which implies that you can say no and immediately go to war or have some other diplomatic option, preventing the current problem, which they just take your system. And to absolutely no one's surprise, it was clarified that pre-FTL spy networks will in fact require envoys. I don't know why anybody thought that this wouldn't be the case, but it is the case. This makes envoys even more important than they already were. Now, I hope you found this video to be informative and to have saved you some time. As First Contact will be working off the previous espionage system, I will be releasing a very thorough guide on how intelligence and espionage works in Stellaris, which will be broken into two parts, one explaining how to gain intel, as well as how you lose it. And the second part will explain how operations work and how you can use intel. Once the First Contact DLC releases, I will add a third part for espionage specifically dealing with pre-FTL civilizations. So if you would like to be alerted when I release those videos, and when I release dev diary summaries, please make sure to press subscribe and click the bell to be alerted.